Hi, welcome back to Rebel Health. I'm Dr. Ellen Vora, a holistic psychiatrist currently in Kauai, sitting in the jungle. And today's discussion you can file under things I learned from having a toddler that actually have applications for treating my adult patients and in helping myself. So a while back I did a post on the idea of overtired. So that is, we all know tired, right? Like a baby's tired, you put them down to sleep. And then there's overtired, where you've missed that window of sleepiness and then suddenly it's almost like they are manic and they're screaming, they're inconsolable, and they're not gonna fall asleep. And so physiologically, this has to do with the fact that the body starts to release cortisol, our stress hormone, when we've missed that window of tired. And so overtired has had incredible applications in my practice of adult patients, starting to realize that most of my patients are actually just keeping themselves awake until a bedtime that's inappropriately late for them. And if we just push that quite a bit earlier, then they're not getting overtired, and going to sleep is a lot smoother. There's not as much tossing and turning. There's not as much drama. So that's the overtired story. I started to realize now there's also such a thing as overhungry. So we used to try to feed my daughter around 5:30 or 6 p.m. for her dinner. And it was a real, we were butting heads over it. I wanted her to be fed, she wanted to be playing. And maybe she was interested in some kind of junk food. And so it occurred to me to try to push meal times a little bit earlier. 5 o'clock, 4:30, even 4 o'clock. And voila, she started eating nourishing, balanced foods. So I think what was happening was we were leaving it too late and she was actually getting over hungry. And now at this point, she didn't want to eat nourishing, balancing, substantial, nuanced foods. She wanted to eat a drug-like hit. She just wanted to get her sugar hit, basically. So I started to think how that has applications for adults and for myself as well. And I realized when you get behind the 8 ball with your hunger, your blood sugar's crashing and suddenly you really just want to inject sugar into your veins at that point. But if you stay ahead of that 8 ball, what you can do is just feed yourself balanced, nourishing foods, and you're interested in them when you're not over hungry yet. So this has been sort of revolutionary in how I'm thinking about how do people get themselves into better habits. Don't let yourself get overtired. Get in bed earlier when you're really genuinely sleepy and not when you've reached that second wind, when you're just sort of hot and feeling kind of jazzed up and manic. Get your bed earlier, and then also don't let yourself get over hungry. Start to feed yourself meals a little bit earlier before your blood sugar's crashing so you can make better choices and feed yourself nourishing foods. Hope that's helpful, and we'll see you next time on Rebel Health.